Welcome to Trading Lounge and the indices, and starting with the S&P 500 here. We're at the beginning of December, so I just want to let folks know, we'll put this in an email as well, is that we'll take 2 weeks break at Christmas time, and I will put out videos over that period of time if need be for indices, stocks and commodities. But we don't get a break very often, so we want to have a good break. And also too, I want to use that time to finish off the new website with all the portfolios in there as well. So we'll look to launch the new website on the 15th of January. Okay, so the S&P 500 here, we've been looking at wave 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for the third wave up here, a bit hard to see that, and then the wave 4 here, and then looking to push up. We're expecting Thursday to be bearish and Friday and Monday to be bullish in the bullish weekly cycle. And it's a bit of a weird top here. It's an expanded flat correction here as an A wave, a B wave, and a C wave. I mean, the odd thing here is that many stocks had this particular pattern, but their B wave was below the previous high here. So we're confirming that this particular pattern with stock. So we should see a push up here, but just to go from 20k ticks into 1000 ticks. This trading platform that I use here, Pro Real Time, has just done an update. So just getting familiar with all the new places that they've got their functionality here. So yeah, so this is where we are at the moment with this. So wave 3, an A and a B and a C wave, and looking to move higher here now. So we can look at this, if I may just quickly label this here for us in terms of 1 and 2 here, and this will be wave 3 up here, 2, 3, and 4 and 5 to make wave 1 at that point, I believe. So wave 5, and that will give us, let me find this thing, so wave 1 and wave 2 here. So what we'll see here will be a little correction after all of this is said and done here. So let me just, we're in group 2 here at the moment. I'll just give this a little bit. 46 deserves a bit more definition, so we'll give it that. So yeah, so just in this space here, I probably need to check that in here a little bit more, but we still need a wave 4, and we'll still need a wave 5, and then we'll see an ABC pattern here. So there's no rush to get in at this particular point. I mean, you can, but you'll need to leave the stop out of the way here. So the stop would need to be, depends how far this is going to put. Normally it will just stay within group 2 there. So I might just go in and have a check on that moment. Let's just go in and have a little look at this here on 1000 ticks. Let's just go to 100 here for a moment. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we can look at this as 1 and 2. Nice sharp move back for 2. That's what we're normally looking for. And wave 3 to the upside. Can we put that in, or do we need to go up here further? We've got to check on that too now. So just, but I'll just put in my little dots so we can join the dots here. And that will make wave 1 up here. I'll just got to go back in and check. Got to check this here. It looks like 1 and 2 and 3 here. I'll just put that in and make the adjustments in a moment. Sorry about all this, but sometimes you just got to work on the hop a little bit. And there'll be some little ABC pattern in here during the Asian hours and all the rest of it, and then a push up. So I will check this. I mean, this wave 4 can get a bit more complicated, but I think it's pullback sort of enough. Wave 5 can come up here, and wave 4 is going to be in here somewhere, a bit more complication. This one here and this one. It's going to be a bit like probably a spike down below. This is all minor group 2, 65, 72 and 80. weird numbers, but you can see that they really sort of, well, they played their part in the drama, I guess. So this will be some sort of correction in here. It looked like a drunken mess at the time it actually happens in reality, but it'll give you some sort of pathway here for this. So, I mean, the main point here is that if we can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up here, then you can also just buy the pullback as well in here. So that'd be just take the top and tail there and look for that. And yeah, that top and this consolidation here. So it could spike down into the top of this or somewhere into here, I'd imagine. Maybe just bring that down a little bit further. But we could turn that box green. I don't know, all the colours are gone now. They've changed it with that new, I had to download the new thingy bob version. So yeah, I just still want to go check in that. So 100 ticks, so we'll go into 20 ticks just to check on that. So let's get a bit in here. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we've got this dude here. So okay, focus beats 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's 1 and 2, and then 1, 2, 3, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. A bit long for the fifth, isn't it? This one here. It's at the 38.2. It doesn't need to come down any further, but the way forwards get messy and it's the end of the session as well. Look, we're not far off. That's the main point. So we'll just leave it at that. So we'll just come back to 1,000 ticks here, and yeah. So we're thinking down here somewhere. That little thing here, so you could buy in that box. So yeah, you could go long here, but you're just going to get you're going to be sort of trapped in here, and then it's going to go up and come back down and all the rest of it. I don't think getting in there in the Asian session is worthwhile, you know, but I think trying to build in a little bit later on in the game over here, or you know, across the top here, support on this level, not this time around, but next time around over here is what you're really looking for. And a classic trading levels pattern on each of these levels here. So that means that you get the arrival, the reaction, the first high above the level, and then start building down from that point, you know. So like here, you know, just that's a nice safe way to go at that point, taking that top out here, you know. You can get the B wave here if you know. Anyway, you know the story, won't bore you to death. But anyway, that's the S&P, and this is the Nasdaq here. This is a daily chart. So we're looking. This is wave 3, 4 here, and we're looking for a push up. So this will be the same. So I don't need to go into a great lot of detail here. We talked about a short position here yesterday. So we talked about putting a stop in there. So I'll just take that short out. And we can't go long just yet, so we'll look for, that was probably up here and here and here, so that's where that will sort of play out, I guess. That will be 3, 4, come back and find support here, then the ABC pattern here, and then up at that point. So we can bring these over to here. It's the same pattern, it's just I've got less labeling to do here. So this will be, let me just bring in this here. It's 1,000, so get in a bit more. So we've got wave 3 here with the A wave. I could put this over there too, but it doesn't really matter. And B wave here, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here. So look, to confirm this is bullish, even though I'm talking about being bullish, we have to have 5 waves here, because at the moment this is 3 waves, so it could be bearish. So you need those 5 waves here. You need support. This will also give you a classic trading levels pattern here, first high above the level, to go long on if you can't find anything else in here. If you can't figure out the 5 waves, we may not get 5 waves. We're hoping for it, but hope is not something that we use in this game. But if this unfolds into this space with 5 waves here, then you know where you are. And And that 5 waves will deliver another 5 waves, so that's cool. You know, we are at that point, but we're not out of the woods yet. Do you know what I mean? We're close to the tops of markets, but they can get a bit rough and ready at the top. So over to the Russell. This is the, what's the name here? The IWM ETF here. Now this has been a bit of a dog's breakfast, this one, and yeah, so I've had, you know, we've had wave 4 here, and then we've put wave 4 over here, and we looked at this as 5 waves up here. So we've got this little 5 waves here, a bit of a spike in the movement here, so it may or may not be true, but we can go long above that top. That's all I can say. We need that number 180, the top of minor group 2, as the support, so I'll just leave. It may or may not occur. We could still come down here further, but generally speaking, it should be in line with the other markets. How's the futures going here? So the futures will be better, because see, this has been under the 180, where this is above the 180 here. We talked about being long here before, so yeah, so that's all good. Yeah, I'd go for the futures contracts on that. And the next one is, we're over to the what's the names here, over to Europe, and we're looking at this. So let me just get my head together here. So we've got wave 3 and 4 here, and we're going up. This is all important. This is minor group 1 up here of 16,000, and that's a bit hopeful up there, but you never know your luck. But we're not going to go that far. It could quite easily go up there, but I'm not going to go there just yet with that. We're just going to take profit at 16,300 or just before it. We took part profit here. We're just trying to scrape a little bit more out of it. I've lifted the stop up under here, but what that really means is that you have to, it's not that price point on under here, but it's the first low below the level. So if it spikes down, then whatever that price is, and then because once it spikes down, it's going to retest, you know. So once you got that retest there, then you could put that under the price there. But also have a look over here. So you wouldn't put it at 16,150, for example, and you wouldn't put it at 48. You could put it at 47, but 46 would be better. Okay. Anyway, it's all trading level stuff. So this wave 4 here, I mean, I could put it in here and be done with it, and this could be the impulse wave to the upside, and that's all good. But we know wave 4s can get a bit complicated, so we could end up with a wave 4 over here. That's why I've got that spiky little thing dude here for that. But we'll just take profit here, and it'll probably go higher. But this 16,300, this trend here has got a beginning, a middle, and an ending to it. So it's going to give us something, some sort of top here. It'll give us some sort of classic trading levels pattern at the end of the day here, so we'll be able to work our way back in. If it's going to go higher, we can go that way with it, you know, but we'll just get out here and we'll get back in over here if need be. We'll see where it is. But the other thing is too, if Friday closes strong, then Monday's going to follow through on that, and then the profit taking will come in on Tuesday morning, and then Tuesday afternoon the trend will push up, but it will push up on lower volume, and then we'll start to see Wednesday and Thursday be very toppy, the very swings in the market. So that's that on the DAX. And on the FTSE here, this is a daily chart. We're in this, well, triangle pattern, and we've been looking at, this has got very complicated in here, but yesterday we were looking for one more little low and then a push up to finish this wave D here. So there's a couple of different ways you could count this, but I'm happy with this here, and this being an A and a B and a C wave moving up here. So it has moved up, which is nice. So we're just going to go into 1,000 ticks and check on this ugly pattern here. So it's a bit complicated, but it's a W, X, and Y up here for the D wave in the triangle. Okay, and the thing with that is that we've got, from the X here, we've got another W and then an X over here. I could put this as an A and a B and a C here, actually. I could do that. Probably the right thing to do, but still, I still end up with wave X over here, which, for better or worse now, we could get 5 waves up here, or we could get 3 waves up here. So as an A wave, a B wave, and a C wave up here. So we could get 4 and 5 up here as well, which would be in line with the 5 waves up, would be in line with the other markets around the world. But the FTSE kind of joins in, and then it jumps out, a bit like the Brexit, really. So yeah, so that's that. Yeah, we talked about being long above here. So all I've done is I've just moved the stop up here really tightly from down here on that. So we may get stopped out and lose a bit, but we could get lucky and move up. It's not, you know, this is not safe trading. This is not too dangerous, but you know, it's not for the faint-hearted. It's for the old and crusties. So that's that really for that. And we should see, if this is going to push up, then we should see the Australian market push up as well. So I don't know why this is blue. It's about 3, when I've downloaded the new version, it was white, and then 3 charts turned, or something like that, have turned blue. I don't know what that means or why that's happened, but just put up with it for today. So yeah, let's just get a little bit more data in here. As you know, we've been talking about looking, all we could do here is just go back here a bit and then go to the 1000 tick area here. So yeah, from the low here, we looked up as an A and a B and a C wave here. And then we decided that, well, this looked corrective here, so we'll make that A, B, and C an A wave up here, and then look at this as an A and a B, and we counted down here. So we've got this as the B wave down here, and then we were looking for this to move up here. Let me just clean up my mess. When I close the program, everything gets pushed up, does all this sort of stuff. Normally I clean it up before I get there, but so I've been a little bit unsure about how to count this to the upside here. I could look at it as an A wave here and a B wave here, and can I get some out of here? So 3, 4, and 5 up here. Can I just copy these dudes here? Copy that as 1 and 2 here. This would kind of put us, it may not be the right count, but it's kind of putting us in line with what you know, what we could expect. And if I put, because I've got to kind of put it in line with the FTSE more so than the, oops daisy, get that there. I've got to put it in line more so with the FTSE than the US markets, but we could still consider these, you know, 1, 2, 3s up here and 4, 5s and all that sort of stuff. But so this is the picture here. I'm just not sure the best way to count it. That's all this stage. But if I tied in with the FTSE and what's going on in the other markets, then we should see this up for 1 and back for 2 and pushing up here in 3, 4, 5. And it'll obviously spend some time around this, the 100 here. So yeah, we'll see it something like this, I guess. We'll see what it looks like after Friday, and on Monday we'll be able to see what we got here, and we'll be able to piece the puzzle together a little bit better than this. But we should take out this high here, that's what I'm thinking. Okay, so this C wave can come over to here for this. And we're also in a bigger triangle pattern here. I won't go into that at the moment, but a bit like the FTSE, but different. Same but different. Yeah, so we'll just go back to the 100 tick area here. So we had an entry here, and I've had the stop here, and I've moved the stop up to here. That's all I've done. Okay, so you may or may not be in this. I mean, it's pretty volatile to stay through all of that. But so yeah, the B wave here with the C wave up here for this, and we can look at this being wave 1 here. Could probably get wave 1 and ABC out of that too, actually. So it won't matter. It will sort itself out shortly. If it moves up, then once it moves up, I'll be able to figure out what will be the right count, because I'll just sort of not reverse engineer it, but something will, you know, be like a third wave sticking out, you know. But this does look like a 1 and 2 in here, I must say. So I'll just put that there, but we'll question mark that, and 3 here, and 4 here, and 5 here for the third wave here. I hope you can see this with this blue here. There's always bugs in new developments. So anyway, that's it. So we'll just sit tight. We've got our entry. We'll sit here tightly. You may want to add to this position. So if you're going to add to it, then really you need group 2 here. So group 2 is 65, 7,065, and then 72 and 80. So you kind of just visually, you can see how this popped up here and then popped back and popped up. It hasn't really sat, it hasn't made a new high above these. So if it made a new high above this one here, then it's telling me that this is being tested. So at the moment, it's not solid enough sitting. It's not solid support in here just yet. So you could add to the position above here. That would be one way. I'd kind of wait for this one over here, actually, for the 72 to become the support. But you're going through some old highs there too, so it's going to be tough. And yeah, so I'll just leave that. I'll just leave that there at the moment. But yeah, I don't have a good grasp on this, but from what I can see with the rest of the market, we should be pushing up higher. And we could count this completely differently as well, but I kind of prefer to take the most negative route, the most limited route, and tie it in with the FTSE rather than the US markets at this point. So we'll just see. I mean, basically, as long as it stays above this trend line here, you can pretty much stay in this market, you know. Alrighty, I'll leave it at that. Enjoy the weekend. Cheers.